support.
The maestro, please!
Winter coming to an end, though depending on the weather, you might not believe that, and artists are ready to get all of their stuff out for spring, so let's talk about it. This'll be for the week of
March 11th. 2023.
On this day in music, back in 1964, The Sound of Silence would be recorded by Simon and Garfunkel. The original version, mind you, which was an acoustic set. It wouldn't get popular until the following year in 1965, where they made the electric version. And by they, I mean the record label. Simon and Garfunkel did not even know about it. Honestly, at this point, I do think we're gonna have to wait until spring to have anything new on the classical charts to talk about.
Don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing.
There's been a number of new things popping up on the jazz charts, but they've been struggling to get into the top 5, which makes sense when you're competing with like Frank Sinatra and Miles Davis.
Singing.
I love rock and roll.
I'm fighting for life, lighting up the sky, burning through life.
Studio album number 8 from Godsmack, 5 years after 2018's When Legends Rise, the longest gap in releases between them, and unfortunately they're saying this is going to be their last album, given they said they're still going to perform and tour, but no more albums after this, supposedly. Album number 8 from the Gorillaz. We were expecting Song Machine Season 2, but now we have a more traditional studio album and some high-profile features on here as well. Tame Impala, Thundercat, Bad Bunny, Beck, and Stevie Nicks even.
I'm sick on a bitch and I love it. Got these diamonds and chains and you rub it. You ain't sipping that walk with my cousin. Holla, baby, be good.
Third album from Don Toliver, and those that were expecting a rap album, it certainly is rap-like, but Don Toliver himself has described this as a futuristic R&B and soul album. And for those wondering, yes, his girlfriend, Kali Uchis, is on here.
I want Billy, I want money, I want Billy, I want money, I want Billy, I want money, I walk in, they want my money.
Studio album number 3 from Yeat. Only one feature on here, technically, in the form of Young Boy Never Broke Again on Schmunk, given his alter egos do make an appearance, Cranky Cranky on both Rave Party and Mean Fiend, and La Geeky on Now. Was curious to see if the new Gorillaz album would cross over into the EDM charts as well. A number of their albums have done so, but no such luck in this case.
And now I need some help from the maestro, please!
It must be exhausting, always rooting for the anti-hero.
So far this year has won Top English Album at the NetEase Annual Music Awards, Favorite Album at the Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards, gotten to the Best 3 Western Albums at the Japan Gold Disc Awards. Let's see how it does at the Juno Awards. It's nominated for International Album of the Year.
I want Billy, I want money, I want Billy, I want money, I want Billy, I want money, I walk in, they want my money.
It's funny because his previous EP was called Life, and this one is called AftërLyfe, given it's an album, not an EP. And yes, there are 2 dots, not over the E in life, but over the E in after, and yes, it's spelled L-Y-F-E. Didn't get to number 1 in the US, but it did get to number 1 in the UK, which was their first album to do so since 2005's Demon Days.
I might do what is not the best idea.
If you get this album on the web store, there are actually 2 additional tracks on here, PSA and a solo version of Open Arms.
Porque mañana será bonito, porque hasta el cielo vuelve azulito, porque la niebla fue un reto.
All Spanish album at number 1, Mañana Será Bonito, translating to Tomorrow Will Be Pretty by Karol G, making her the second artist to ever have an all Spanish album at number 1. The other one being Bad Bunny, who had done it twice, first with El Último Tour del Mundo and another time with Un Verano Sin Ti. Well, we only got 1 more week of winter. Let's see how the season finishes next week.
And now I need some help from the maestro, please! Maestro!